Good morning, my friends. As you can see, I am not in my regular location. I am in a nondescript location deep in the bowels of Mississippi. Last night I set up and played some music for some new friends and it was fantastic. I had a great time. And as I posted about this video, it will address the question having to do with the basics of how do you know if you're doing it right? Now, I think it's a valid question, but most people ask it for the wrong reason. This week we've been talking about the basics of life, reading, writing, and arithmetic. And I love getting this question because you get to dive deeper into what somebody is really thinking. And my answer always makes people scratch their head, especially teachers. But I think we spend far too many hours in our life worrying about how we're going to be graded, which is where this question comes from. How do I know if I'm doing it right? Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely believe in doing things correctly, but I don't believe in making a person feel like less than a person because they didn't get something right to our standards sometimes. We all fail and we all make mistakes. We all perform at less than perfect levels in most everything that we do at one point or another. But rather than demeaning a person, I believe that we should help them understand what went wrong and how to do it better, because next time should be better. So much of what we do is not perfect, and we need to find ways to encourage a person to do better without feeling incomplete. You see, it's when we're made to feel incomplete that we begin to do less and less and less. Think of learning like a relationship. The more that the other person appreciates what you do, the more you want to do. And the less that they appreciate what you do, the less that you want to do, till eventually you give up trying. I think we've all been at that point at one time or another. So I'm convinced that many people in the world are brilliant. They're geniuses, and were turned away from learning basics because a teacher or an instructor that made them feel like less than a person for not getting it right. I'll never forget the time when my son had a paper that he did, and the teacher wrote on the paper that this is dumb, and she put a line on it and wanted him to take it home to me to have it signed. And he told his teacher, he said, "You really don't want to do this." But she did. And the next day I showed up at the school and had a talk with her, and she understood exactly what was wrong with what she did. And I hope that she never did that again. We should never make a person feel like less than a person for not getting something right when they do it. I want every one of you to know that you're capable of learning just about anything that you set your mind to. With the right instructor, the right information, and the right encouragement, we can do just about anything. I want to remind you of something that I said on Tuesday about reading. You will learn the most from your best teacher, and that teacher is you. So read as much as you can. Find a book that will teach you the information that you need. And keep telling yourself that you are capable, because you are. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back on Monday with quick tips at 5. And if you notice on my page, you'll see that I posted a list of the topics that we'll be talking about. I love y'all. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Mike out.